Yeah. It's me again, yours truly. I know you're trying to figure out where we at right now. We're not in Miami. We're not in Charlotte. That's right, we're in New York. Touching down, holding it down, doing our thing. And I want to let you know that I did join an organization, but it's not the Illuminati. I didn't join the Illuminati, but I did join an organization full of powerful people. So tonight I'm going to take you there. This is an exclusive party. No one ever, you gotta have to be invited. Right here in the middle of Times Square, downtown New York City, the Rotten Apple. My name is James Mack. I'm gonna show you what it do when you get into exclusive clubs. You get exclusive benefits, okay? Right here on 39th Street, it's not the Illuminati. What's going on, good people? It's your man James Mack, and I told you we at that party, but this is not the Illuminati. This is a special type of party, right? We have somebody special here. This is one of our first interviews of the night. We have a laser here. She's a jewelry designer. So let me give you the spoiler alert right now. We're inside the Black in Jewelry Coalition Ball in Manhattan. That's big stuff, I'm telling you. I'm gonna let Alasia tell you a little bit about herself. Alasia, you're a jewelry designer. Tell us where you got your inspiration from.
Oh my goodness. So my brand is called Madame Afrique, and it's rooted in my own Caribbean heritage. So my family is from St. Lucia and St. Vincent. So I grab a lot of inspiration from there. Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about being in New York and the energy and how that can inspire some of your new pieces.
So I'm actually not from New York. I'm from New Jersey. But I'm from New Jersey. So, but I do believe that New York is just this melting pot. You know, even on the way here, I was just looking around and seeing so many different people, and I feel like that in and of itself can give someone inspiration to create.
If you could say anything to any of the new designers out there, what would you say?
Well, I mean, I guess I have to say something for myself too, because I definitely would consider myself new as well. I would say don't be intimidated to come out to events like this one, for example. You know, this is my first time at BIJC, and it's really exciting. I came by myself, and I think more people should do things like that, you know, put yourself out there.
We're gonna get one last question because I want to know this. What should we be on the lookout from your brand? When and where?
I'm currently working on a new collection featuring pieces that are loud, pieces that are unapologetic. Yes. So a big part of my brand is creating pieces that are just out there, you know, that you might not see every day. So stay tuned for what I create next.
Hey. Like I told you before, that's the first interview of many. But we got a young designer right here doing her thing, so you can do your thing. Please believe that. James Mack right here, jewelry designer myself. It's not the Illuminati, but this is a secret society of black jewelry designers. Let's go. Now, I told you we was gonna be some exclusive people in the jewelry industry that's making big steps. The step so big it's causing earthquakes. This is a lady that's breaking barriers, that's turning things around so that people that look like you and me will have a chance in this industry. Miss Adrian, can you announce and tell your title and a little bit about your story?
Hi, my name is Adrian Sonago. Thank you, James. I am a GIA graduate gemologist and a co-founding board member of Black in Jewelry Coalition. I serve as the education chair, and I'm thrilled to be interviewed today. by you.
Well, thank you so much. Now, this is what I really want to ask you. You see a room full of young black people or young black individuals trying to make strides in the industry. What advice can you give people that may not be in this room?
I think that young black designers and professionals in the industry should keep going. Don't let anyone tell you that you don't belong in a room or you don't belong in a space, because if you got there, you belong there. Okay? The other thing I would tell you is to own your work. Protect your work. Get a lawyer, get your copyrights, sign your work. I just got that advice yesterday from an auction house who does a lot of appraisals, and she told me that a lot of pieces are not signed. So you want your legacy to live on. You want to live on for generations. You want your jewelry to be heirloom pieces. Sign your work. Keep going. Believe in yourself, and don't let anybody tell you you can't do it.
Now, you're on top of the jewelry game, and you know a lot about the business. What type of trends do you see coming for 2024?
I think the trends are going to be focused on bold jewelry, hip-hop jewelry. We're here today celebrating 50 years of hip-hop. I think that trend will continue. Diamonds are going to be present. I mean, I'm wearing diamonds tonight. I think we're going to see more diamonds. We're also going to see colored gemstones, and I think everything is big and bold and beautiful.
Guys, you have it there. This is what a graduate gemologist and some more credentials look like. You can do it too. So we want more people out there to become gemologists. Reach out to us. Let us help you, because we need more than just this room. We need people all over the world. Signing out. Guys, I'm here with another interesting person that's inside of this society. Okay, this is Coyette. She's a jewelry designer and a manufacturer, and she started in 2021. That's just to let you know how fast you can get in this industry if you make the right moves and you do the right things. Miss Coyette, tell us a little bit about your brand and your jewelry style.
Okay, so yes, again, my name is Coyette Harris Stout. I live in Queens, New York, by way of Guyana, South America. I always have to represent, right? The name of my jewelry brand is Twin Elegance. I'm a Gemini, so that's the name, twin, that's her twin. Yes, so, I design demi-fine and fine jewelry. I started in 2021, so I'm fairly new to the industry, but thanks to organizations like BIJC and the Women's Jewelry Association, I've met some really great people in the industry that have taught me a lot, and I'm learning a lot. So yes, and events like these, you get to network and meet amazing people. Yes.
Coyette, this took some people years and years to get to where you're at right now. How did you manage to jump, which is a good thing? And some people out there may need to know this. How did you manage to jump to this level that quick?
So, my background is in technology. I'm an IT manager. Right, so I did a lot of the groundwork myself. I started a business on my own. I'm self-funded. I did a lot of the groundwork, research. I built my website, and I did a lot of research into how to start the business. I read a lot. YouTube University, I learned a lot there as well. And as I said, I learned from people in the industry. So with that, being focused on wanting to start this business. A few years ago, I did go to school and I learned metalsmithing. And, but it's not my thing. I didn't like the filing and, it's not my thing. So I kind of put it on hold for a few years, and then the pandemic came, of course, and I decided, let me go back, look at my binder of designs that I have and start this thing up again. So that's what I did. I did have a lot of designs before I launched the business, because as I said, I attempted it a few years ago, but I didn't want to do all of the designing stuff. So I found a great manufacturer in India. And the reason for India, I'm going to give you a little background of Guyana. So Guyana is in South America, and predominantly we have the Indo-Guyanese and the Afro-Guyanese. The Indo-Guyanese, we have a booming jewelry industry there, and it's run by the Indo-Guyanese, and they brought that craft from India. So I wanted to go back to the source of where it all started, so that's why I decided to have my pieces manufactured in India.
That's the story right there, and you getting some free information and free knowledge right now. So if you don't take advantage of this free knowledge, I don't know what's wrong with you. Coyette, we going into 2024. We at the jewelry week right now, if you didn't know. What jewelry trends do you see coming for next year?
what jewelry trends? I see chunky pieces, bold statement pieces. Me personally, as you can see, my pieces are bold. My goal is to empower women to feel good about themselves, to feel confident. So the dainty pieces, that's not my aesthetic. So yeah, I see bold statement pieces, statement necklaces, big earrings coming back. Yeah, absolutely.
You heard it here first. This is not the Illuminati, but we had a special party only for special people. And you got one of those special people right here, this is Coyette. You may not have heard her name yet, but I guarantee you 2024, you will be hearing and seeing a lot more from Coyette. Hey, we in New York, baby.
Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's a pleasure meeting you. Thank you.
Look here, I told you that in this upper room, it was gonna be some people that you know, but you don't know, but you do know. And this is one of those individuals right here, a star. This is a legend, and not even legend, because you still accurate, you still out here breaking trends, dressing celebrities, doing all type of things. This is none other than Lorraine West.
Hello, so good to see you. This is so exciting.
Miss West, can you give the viewers a little bit about your background? You don't have to go into the whole thing, but just tell them a little bit about it, because you address people like Erykah Badu, and I mean the list goes on. So can you just give them a little bit about yourself?
Sure. I have been a designer for 26 years. I started off actually as a visual artist, and one day I walked past a jewelry supply store in 1997, walked in with no supplies, walked out with pliers, wires, cutters, and beads, and that was it. And 26 years later, here we go. So now I'm actually a fine jeweler, and my work is an expression of myself. I'm inspired by geometry, I'm inspired by nature, I'm inspired by symbology, and I really just want the wearer to be able to tap into their own individual beauty and power and pass it down as an heirloom piece.
And that's very important when you design a jewelry. You must have a theme. You must have a purpose. Miss West has a purpose, and that's facts. Miss West, if they don't already know, they're gonna know. Can you tell them a little bit about what's coming in 2024 from your line?
Very exciting. So I have been doing bespoke bridal since 2011, mostly word of mouth. Next year I'm going to be launching my first bridal capsule collection, and I will have a bridal bespoke category on my website, LorraineWest.com or LorraineWestJewelry.com. So it's pretty major. It's a major milestone ahead.
Yo, you other designers better be worried right now. You see, I'm over here like, oh shit. Miss West, what can you tell young designers out there that may just want to start getting into the business and really don't know where to start? What advice could you give them?
First off, it's okay to study the craft. If you can study, study. If you can't go to school, there's YouTube University, right? But even before that, if you have ideas, get a sketchbook, get a pencil, and start from there. And just start writing your ideas. What narratives do you have to go with your pieces? Sketching, even if it's scribbles, because over time you can go back to that and then develop the design over time. Buy books on drafting. If you don't want to do that, you can take a CAD/COM class, learn CAD. You can get a bench, you can get a flex shaft, get some materials, and just start going. So, all you gotta do is plant the seed, and then over time you'll yield. Your crops will be endless. But just start from somewhere, take your time, be patient, ask for help. Possibilities are endless. Don't take no for an answer.
Hey, you hear it first. I got one last question for you. 2024 is coming up. The fashion is changing. We know you're doing amazing things in the bridal coming up, but what do you see happening in the industry next year?
That's a really good question. The industry is very competitive in a good way, right? I believe that the more people that's in the industry that's like rising above the occasion within their own brand and their own ethos, it like keeps the flow going. You know, it makes people say, oh, I like that over there. Okay, let me tap into that with my brand and my ethos. Let me see how much I can grow and I can break barriers, right? So you can look at others and see what they're doing and be inspired and say, how can I do that for me? But at the same time, don't compare yourself to others because everybody's process, everybody's experience is different, right? So be inspired. Back to the original question, fine jewelry's on the rise like never before. And that's going to be a big trend, I believe. There's going to be more people that want to invest in a fine piece because they're thinking about the future, they're thinking about heirloom, and also they want to wear it every day. You know, I came from actually starting out in fashion jewelry, which is beautiful also. But if you have something that's made in brass as opposed to something that's made in gold, that gold is going to bring value. It adds wealth. You actually have income, like you're walking with income on, right? And that's what we have to think about. There's going to be more of us in this industry that's going to continue to break barriers like us. So we just want to inspire more people and learn as much as you can so you can continue to grow.
You heard it first, not second. If you don't know, which I do know you do know, because she is all over the celebrities. Any celebrity you see that's on magazines, they got some Lorraine West on, jewelry. So you just Google that name if you don't believe me. Like she told me when I first met her. Google that name if you don't believe me, Lorraine West. That's all I got to say. We're going to start this interview or this conversation off, first of all, by looking at this jewelry. Look at this jewelry. Turn on any one of your magazines. Go to any one of your Adidas. The list goes on. I'm gonna let them tell you more about it. Any of your hip hop stars. You see what's on it. You see that right there, right? You see that, right? Go to any one of your BET specials. You're gonna see Johnny Nelson. The man is going ham out here. All over all the celebrities, all over, got all type of contracts. This is what happens when you get into the industry and you know what you're doing. Johnny Nelson, please tell them a little bit about yourself, bro.
Peace, love, and light. My name is Johnny Nelson. I'm from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a jewelry and accessory designer. I design jewelry that honors black culture. It honors the legacy of my people. It honors just the way that we grew up, the way we live, society norms that we're trying to break through. The fight of the black people. You know what I'm saying? So we basically adorn our ancestors through Johnny Nelson jewelry. You know what I'm saying? Word.
The man is killing the game. What I want to ask you is, where do you get inspirations for your pieces, bro? Because you got the most inspirational pieces I done seen out. Where do you get the inspiration from?
I was telling somebody earlier that the reason why I actually make jewelry is because of hip hop. My personal reality comes from hip hop. I grew up watching BET, MTV, listening to Hot 97 on the radio. Trying to emulate the rappers on TV. The Fabulouses, the Jay-Z's. I feel like that. And then also, I guess inspiration might come from our struggle, right? So you might see an all-power fist pendant, like I have several right here, breaking the chains, that have been put on us since we came here, but actually by the same time showing them that we are here to elevate, we are always ascending. You feel me? Just our culture in general is inspiring, like the way we talk, the way we walk, sometimes we just got that swag, we moving and grooving, and we just might need something just to accentuate or to add to our swag and our flavor, you feel me? Like, so we gotta do it, you feel me? Word, but we outside.
You dressed a lot of celebrities, right? You've done a lot with big companies. Can you just let them know some of the celebrities? Because they might just be waking up to you and they may be seeing your jewelry on all these shows and don't even know that's you. Can you just give them an insight on some of the celebrities or some of the things you got going on?
Yeah, so as far as celebrities, we probably did like recently, it was like Queen Latifah. We had Buju Banton, who is just nominated for a Grammy. We have like Issa Rae, Lena Waithe, Colin Kaepernick. Who else? It's a lot. It's just a lot, bro. It's a lot of blessings, you know, and it's a blessing to actually have these people where the pieces actually push the forward to push the culture forward. You know, it's a blessing to actually share space with these people and for them to actually use my pieces to put on their platforms to actually elevate what we're doing and what we need in our lives. You know what I'm saying? Word.
Mr. Nelson, I gotta call him Mr. Nelson because he bossed up like that. It's really serious like that. What do you see coming in 2024 in the jewelry industry?
I see a lot of collaboration, you know, like a lot of great minds coming together to break down some more doors and to create new generational wealth, but actually to add to the collective consciousness of the growth mind state, you know. So with me and you being in the same space, you know, that's just us adding to that collective, you know. So I see more of that, great minds coming together, great designs coming together, this creativity, you know, building and growth, you know. You're outside, let's get it.
You don't, like I said, if you don't know, now you know. And you done seen all type of Colin Kaepernick. Listen, the man is breaking barriers, the man is doing his thing. Google Johnny Nelson. Just Google that. That's all I need you to do. Just Google that. Johnny Nelson. And you're gonna see what's going on. New York is killing the game. I'm sorry, Houston. I'm sorry, Atlanta. New York is, man, we out. Johnny Nelson. Hey, what's going on? It's yours truly, James Mack. And I told you, we're going to be in a room full of influential people right here in New York City. We're sipping on Prosecco, living that life. No, this is not the Illuminati, but this is the upper echelon of individuals that's in the jewelry business. So you got to pay attention. Watch these people that I bring up. These are heavy hitters in the game. You have your Lorraine Wesses. You have your Johnny Nelsons. And the list goes on and on and on. Y'all better get ready because the jewelry business, as we know it, is about to change. And that's the reality of the business. We got one more special interview come up because this is Miami Jewelry Week. And it's different this year. Much, much different this year. Why? Because we got things like this going on. So y'all hold tight. I got one more big girl interview coming up. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna get out of here because I need something to eat, man. I need some of this street food, man. This vegan street food, you feel me? They got it around here. So y'all stay tuned. This is James Mack, jewelry designer extraordinaire. I'm in these rooms. We made it, but now it's about making it. Yeah. Jewelry Week is about exploring talent, exploring artists, exploring jewelry designers. Right here we have somebody that if you don't know, you need to know. Tell them a little bit about yourself.
Hello, my name is Aziza Abdullah-Nicole, and I am a gemologist and handcrafted jewelry designer. I'm one of the nominees for tonight. So, yeah.
We got a nominee in the building. She popping it. It's 2024 coming up. Tell us about some of the jewelry trends that you see coming.
The new jewelry trends that I see coming? Actually, I don't keep up with the jewelry trends. I create my own. So one of my staple pieces, I create a palm cuff. So that's my jewelry trend. You know, I create pieces such as eclectic pieces that you can see through, you know, and it stands up by itself. You know, a knuckle ring that could, you know, and then I got fine jewelry, so.
Wait a minute, I got a question. Have you been here before?
Like on this planet?
Yes.
No. I'm like kind of, I feel like I have, but then, many lives. You have that feeling too? Yeah. I feel like.
Because that piece of jewelry right there seems like something that an ancient Egyptian would make.
Yeah, and all my names are Arabic names too.
So where do you get your inspiration from?
Dreams, family. My mom, she's very cultural. My dad, they brought me up understanding my heritage and my culture. Museums, So I guess, yeah, museums too. But a lot of my dreams are my ancestors.
Yo, that's deep right there. You hearing this? Give me a dream that inspired one of your pieces. Tell me about it.
There's an earring that I actually have. It was with garnet, and it was an emerald cut, and it was on a king, and I created it, but I put it on an abalone shell. Ooh, child, I got a photo of that too, large in my studio. It's beautiful, but yes, that was the dream that I had.
Wow. You're in a room full of influencers and people that make influencers, right? What can you tell somebody that's just starting in the jewelry business, may want to get to your level? What advice can you give them right now?
Practice makes perfect. Don't rush the process. You are only in your own race. Nobody else matters because you don't know. Everybody has their own book, their own journey, and yours is written for you specifically.
Where you from?
DC.
Chocolate City. Chocolate City. You got a friend over there too. Come on here. Come on here. She got some style. Whoa.
Yes, she does.
Tell us your name, first of all.
Lila Holmes.
Tell us a little bit about yourself, Lila.
My brand is Lavender Rain. I'm a jewelry designer. I'm from New York, Brooklyn raised, and I'm here to support. I'm here to enjoy.
So, what you saying? You're not at the level yet, or what you saying? You're here to support? You a jewelry designer?
Because there's nominees. I'm not a nominee tonight.
Me neither.
Exactly.
Me neither.
It's like, music awards. I'm just here to support my little friend and everything. So maybe one day, but I'm up and coming.
So tell me a little bit about your brand and where can we find it?
Lavender Rain on Etsy, on Shopify. Follow me on Lavender Rain Jewelry. And everything that I make is handmade. Everything that I make is with crystals in mind and ancestors also.
When did you get started in the business?
About 5 years ago. Yes.
And you made it to this level already, because this is a level.
This is a level, but I don't think of myself on any level. I'm just in my own way of just, getting there.
So we have 2024 coming up. There's a lot of different jewelry trends, right? I'm looking at your jewelry. I'm like, that's beautiful. Tell me, what do you see happening in the jewelry trends for 2024?
Ooh, okay. I think body jewelry is still going to be a thing. I think, passing down your legacy of what you buy within whatever year you're going to buy it and bringing on to whoever comes into your family, whether you are going to be raising them or not, either your cousins or your own, flesh and blood of, babies. You're going to also think of them in mind of what you're going to be purchasing in the future and knowing that it's going to be something that is going to remember you and reminds you that, everything that you've done in this point in time in your life, someone in your life who thinks importance of you is going to be wearing it.
Yo, that's deep. Yo, that's really deep.
A lot of jewelry is deep. A lot of jewelry is deep. If I'm going to be real,
Be real with it.
Egypt is where I feel the most inspired by it. And knowing that when you get buried, a lot of the pieces that you've made gets buried with you, and it might be passed down. So in that moment in time of where you being like, oh, I'm going to purchase that, I'm going to buy that, this piece here, I know that somebody else is going to wear it other than myself, and that when they get it, it's going to be like, oh, I love this piece. I don't know what she thought when she bought it. Marriage, honey. Longevity, honey. The thing is, in your palms and your hands, okay? You leave what you've been made and who you were within what you had in your hands at that moment in time. I don't know my great-great-grandparents, but I know that they wanted me to be here in New York, and because they traveled from South America to come here, Africa to come here, and I know that I gotta leave something of that nature within my lifetime, so people that are not here right now can be like, oh, Lila Holmes was out here, she was, repping us. And New York time, when that time that she was here, all of that wasn't here. We was living, Western world, but she was really bringing it back. a little bit further than what she was. And so I'm just, giving that.
Yo, y'all heard it first from Lila Holmes. If you don't know her name yet, you will know her name soon. Yo, this is an enlightening experience. We under the light right now. You see how we shining?
Amongst all these melanin people, of course.
Yo, this James Mack, Lila Holmes. This is a beautiful thing. Pay attention. Lila Holmes. Google that. Get ready. She's coming.